Hello everyone and welcome back to Oxventure presents Deadlands. I'm Andy and I will be the marshal today, and joining me are our players. Who do we have here?
Hello, I am Ellen and I'm playing Edie Valentine.
Hello, I'm Tilly and I'm playing Daphne, sir.
Howdy, I'm Jane. I'm playing Garnet Monroe.
And who remembers what happened last time?
I do. We all do.
Go. It just happened.
To give us a quick recap.
We were at the Mystic Mansion, the mansion of one Mr. Redstone, the Great Redstone, an illusionist.
The one who knows.
Who was auditioning assistants and seems to have been up to some very bad stuff because we wended our way through his mansion and discovered a bunch of dead girls, former assistants.
Including my sister.
Including Gertrude.
Regrettable.
Sad stuff.
And now Redstone is aware that you are loose in his house and up to no good. And that is where we find ourselves. Before we carry on, I need to re-up everyone's bennies.
Oh, really?
Amazing.
Yeah, replenish.
I'm good. I can move that straight back over.
I have all three if I restore. There we go.
Three.
I have four.
You have four. All right, well, you keep your four because you got inspiration. Okay, so after your grisly discovery, you're still in the room containing Redstone's former assistants. There is another door leading out of this room. It is next to a floor-to-ceiling poster that is just 5-star reviews of Redstone's magic act. It says, Mr. Keller and Mr. Thurston say Redstone is the greatest magician the world has ever known, in large red letters.
Well, I disagree with that poster. Do all the women, do they all look like they've died in a similar kind of time frame? Have they been here a long time?
They look relatively fresh.
Yeah.
Say.
Well, we still need the book.
Yeah.
And we need to get Gertrude out of here because she needs to be laid to rest.
Well, she wasn't a particularly sentimental woman.
Oh.
And, well, we know where she's going.
Whoa.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
It's just a shame that she won't have time to,
Oh.
make amends for her sins. But anyway,
Okay.
if we can get Gertrude out of here and the other girls, we should do that because it's the God-fearing thing to do, and also, it's evidence
Evidence.
of his evil crimes, deeds.
I mean, I just thought he was a bad magician, but this is...
He's a bad magician.
A bad magician.
Bad magician, yes.
I thought he was doing it by accident. I don't think so anymore.
A series of light bulbs lights up around the poster that says he's the greatest magician the world has ever known.
I seriously doubt that, sir. I know you're about. I saw your eyes.
Silence.
All right.
So, what else is there in this room other than dead women?
Yeah, it's mostly that. It's all
Dead woman room.
It's sort of magical equipment.
I should have thought before we went in when it said dead
dead
woman.
woman
room.
room.
Yeah, we should check
Yeah.
the label. Yeah.
Didn't do a notice roll.
Yeah, so there is a door next to the poster. There's a lot of sort of magical accoutrements, hats and linking rings and cup and balls and things, all sort of on shelves. Higgledy.
They're a large occult book with a human face stretched across the cover.
Well, do me a notice roll. That's
yeah. What if it's right here?
Can I do a notice roll too, just to see if there's anything that I think looks useful?
Yeah,
Maybe for killing him?
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
also
got
do the
one
same.
success.
What am I doing? 10.
There is not a book with a human face on it, unfortunately. A bunch of just books about card sharpery and palming techniques and leisure demand, that kind
Maybe a
of thing.
copy of Hoyle's Games of Chance.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah. 9,
And
okay.
a 3 on my other one.
A success with a raise, and what did you get?
And I just got a plain success.
Plain success. Okay, there's quite a lot of knives in here. Sort of, you imagine they're used for juggling and knife throwing and things like that. So they're quite finely made, well balanced knives. There is a pistol here as well that looks like a Colt Peacemaker, and it's in a sort of ornate box, like a duelist would have, with a sort of 6 bullets in indentations in the box as well.
What's your gun?
Derringer.
I've got a Derringer as well. Are you better at shooting than me? Because if you are, you should take the Colt.
Yes, just.
Yeah, you take the colt then.
Okay, I'll take the colt peacemaker.
I think you seem like a fine shooter, Miss Valentine. Why don't you take this,
Thank you.
I don't know what to do with that gentleman's gun. And I'll take one of the... I already have a knife, but I'm assuming my knife is not as fancy as these.
These are extremely
knives.
well-made
Yeah.
knives, yes.
I'll have one of the extremely well-made knives, please.
Very good. What's the damage on your current knife?
It's strength plus a d4.
Okay, we'll up that to strength plus a d6 for this knife.
Okay, cool.
And Edie, a peacemaker is 2d6 plus 1 damage.
Great.
We still haven't found the library, which is where we think the book is going to be.
Yeah.
Can this book help us defeat him?
If it's the source of all his power, then taking it away from him would be our duty. And also we want to take it away from him because we want it. So we could retrace our steps and try and find a library.
Seeing as I had that great knowledge roll in the beginning about the house.
Yes.
Can we say maybe I know what floor the library's on? Or what part of the house it might be near to?
Yeah, let's say from the outside of the house, you're able to sort of get a sense of its dimensions. There are sort of windows at regular intervals along the floor, and then there's sort of windows at less regular intervals indicating a larger room towards the back of the house. The floor that you're on right now, you guess from the amount of stairs that you climbed, you're on the 3rd floor. You imagine this would lead you into the sort of balcony area of a 2-story library if you were on this floor. So I think you're in the right area.
So we should keep going.
Based on what you know of the house, that would be the kind of where you would go with your thoughts.
I'm just holding my new knife. I say, let's go into the next room.
Okay.
And I'll stab anything if I have to.
I'm glad you're on our side.
I'll go first. She marches out the room.
Okay, cool. So yeah, the door opens easily. It's not locked. It opens into a room lined with lighter wood. This is seems to be some sort of menagerie of taxidermy. There's animal heads mounted on the wall, some full body taxidermy posed on fake rocks and trees as they appeared in life. There are deer, moose, caribou. There's wolf and some kind of small cats, some cougars, things like that. Yeah, so that's the room you find yourself in. There is a door on the other side of this room as well.
I believe the only thing that we should stuff is a turkey. Not enjoyable.
Yeah.
What do we have to do? Feed him?
Perhaps.
Swinging my knife. What does he want us to do?
As you walk into the room, a 12-point stag head mounted on the wall. It sort of just like flicks its way towards you, Edie, and just goes, "You shouldn't be here! You're going to die in here! You're going to die!" It starts like swinging its head around and jabbering. All the other heads on the wall start doing the same. The animals are all rooted in place, but they're all jabbering, chittering and yammering, flinging their heads around in wild abandon. Everyone do me a fear roll. Real quick.
Fear roll.
So you need to roll me a spirit roll.
Let's go.
I'm all right.
That's a 1 success. Just.
Success. Good.
Success.
5.
Yeah, that's a success.
5.
Okay, this is scary, but you hold it together. This yammering and chittering. This has taken your attention away from the door, and when you look back, there is a large taxidermied grizzly bear just stood in front of it. It's not moving, it's just there.
Oh, I don't want to fight a grizzly bear, guys. What are we going to do to avoid fighting a grizzly bear?
We already had to fight a taxidermy Sasquatch this year. I don't need to fight any more
gosh, you did?
We've had quite a few months.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
the
Twice
last
in 1
weeks.
year. That's some bad luck.
Sorry about all of them, says the bear.
Oh.
They can be a little much sometimes.
Are you a friendly bear?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to.
Friendly ladies.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. I'm not sure what time it is. There's no windows in this place.
It's certainly evening.
Why, it's around 2 a.m., miss.
Okay. Well.
Time I should be hibernating.
Oh, yes. Sorry to disturb you. We were hoping to find the library. We're just looking for
You're on the right track. It's a few more rooms this way.
Oh, wonderful. We're just looking for some light bedtime reading.
Yeah.
Yes, but I feel I'm not sure I trust your intentions for coming through this door. Now, I'd like to know why you're here and what you intend to get out of the library. What kind of reading are you looking for?
Oh.
I'm quite a well-read bear myself. I've read all the classics. Winnie the Pooh.
Rupert?
Yeah, Rupert, big fan.
Rupert's my favorite. I like his little sweater. It's so cute.
Paddington.
Oh, Paddington's good.
Over some marmalade right now. Anyway, you were saying you had noble intentions through this door.
And you know what? Yeah, we do have noble intentions. And I would like some fun mystery reading to learn more about the wonders of magic.
Okay, do me a persuasion roll on this bear.
Yeah. Oh, exploding number 6. That's a 9, so success with a raise.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. How about you? You ain't said much.
Periodical, sir.
Periodical.
Love them.
What kind of periodical?
Oh, all kinds.
The Bear Times?
But yeah, I prefer the Bear Mail myself.
Bear Mail?
Oh dear. Oh no. I meant the Bear.
Miss, your politics
Gazette.
make me sick.
The Bear Tribune.
Okay.
The Daily Bear.
No, I don't like the look of you. Okay, you miss.
Oh,
I'm in two minds between these two.
oh well, see,
Convince me.
I just love a good murder mystery.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm hoping to find an Agatha Christie. Do you have her in this time period?
Well, let's find out.
Do me a persuasion roll.
Okay, not the best. 6.
Reroll that.
6.
You going?
4.
Okay, huge success.
I just love mystery stories.
Success with 3 raises. All right, the bear is like, me too. And Agatha Christie, why, she's but 12 years old. In this but I think she's got potential. The bear, it's still on its plinth. It just goes and slides sideways with a sort of rumble and a cloud of dust, revealing the door.
Now be careful in the next room. Never know what's lurking in the shadows,
says the bear.
Thank you, Master Bear.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It certainly wasn't a grisly encounter with you.
The bear goes,
Goes on.
Excuse me, what did you say?
The Bear opens fire.
Enormously insensitive.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
Well, I'll let it pass this time.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so the door opens out into another room. Now this room is quite a bit different to other ones that you've seen. Almost like a cell. There is actually a small cell on one side of the room with bars. A selection of ropes and handcuffs hang on hooks on the walls, and there is a rack of straitjackets by the other wall. Facing you. There is a tank of what smells like brine or vinegar in the center of the room, but it appears to be empty.
So our man's an escapologist as well. What do you think we have to do to get out of this room? Escape from something?
I mean, we're already in a kind of escape room
That
right
is-
now.
Yeah.
Everyone do me a notice roll.
All right.
Oh. That's a success with a raise.
Okay.
1 success.
Success.
Rolled a 5 plus a 1. 6.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you all hear a slithering sound coming from the shadows somewhere around you.
He said about the shadows. He said about the shadows.
I shake my boot out of habit, thinking there might be a snake in there.
Garnet, you do me a notice roll
Oh.
real quick.
Oh. A quick notice roll. Is one success.
One success.
Yes.
Okay. You hear the slithering close by you at this point, and I'm going to let you roll agility now to try and get out of the way of the thing that is approaching.
Oh, okay. Agility roll, is it? Can do. Snake, is it? Oh, under the hat, is it?
Explode,
it's a 6
is
on my
it?
6.
Nice.
In fact, that's a 6 on both 6s. Do I get anything for that?
Well, you get to re-roll both of them.
Oh, fair enough.
You take the highest.
Okay, so then that 6 plus 5 is 11. So
Cool. Okay, yeah, you roll out of the way just as a disgusting slithering mass of human skin slaps onto the floor next to just where you were. This thing sort of rolls over and you see it's got like a slit up the back of it, springs upwards into a sort of upright position and starts like slithering
so much
across
worse
the
than
floor
a snake.
towards you.
Wait, so it's a massive human skin with a slit up. It's like an envelope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is it going
kind
to
of.
try and envelop us?
you.
Yeah,
Gross.
Edie, do me a notice roll. As a monster hunter to see if you know what this is.
Yes, one success.
Okay, you've heard of these things. They're called flesh jackets.
Oh.
Essentially, straight jackets made out of human flesh that attach themselves to a host, and once they do, they're incredibly hard to get off, and they take control of the host and force them to do their bidding. So we are going to go into initiative order against this flesh jacket.
Great.
Good luck, everyone.
Please don't wear my skin. I've only just met you.
Okay.
Oh, you've looked it up. What's its one weakness?
Hey, don't read the weaknesses.
Yeah,
But I would know what this is.
It
heard
says the
of
power of love.
All right.
Ah. Okay.
Garnet on a jack.
Yeah.
Daphne on a queen.
Yeah.
Good. Edie on a 10.
Hey.
And the flesh jacket on an 8.
Ha.
Okay, so you all get to go first. Garnet goes first.
All right. Well, I don't like the look of this thing, and it's quite close to me, seemingly. Mm-hmm. Okay. I take out my deck of cards.
Yep.
And I fan them out, and I'd like to try to cast Burst on the flesh jacket.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. So that's going to be 2 power points and a spell casting roll. Here we go. That is a success. And you would like damage, would you?
Yes, please.
I expect you would. That is 3d6. That's a 7, 11. 11 points.
Cool. Okay, yeah, so describe what happens.
Okay, so burst is a sort of flame-like effect. I imagine it as a shower of white-hot sparks, a kind of torrent of near molten sort of metal, let's say.
Very good.
And
It's just, like crashes like a wave over
is
there.
it dry? Is the flesh jacket quite dry?
No, it's a kind of disconcertingly moist, actually.
Well, in that case, it's sort of like
Something would say
sort of sizzles and cooks, and it starts to smell a bit barbecuey in here.
Yeah, this thing doesn't seem to have a mouth, and yet it is emitting a shrieking sound. You can't tell if that's the sort of water boiling off the surface of it, or if it actually is able to make a sound, but it's horrible to listen to.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, good. Who was up next? It was Daphne.
I'm gonna throw one of my knives.
Cool. That would probably be a shooting roll because it's a projectile.
Okay,
Yeah, so do a shooting roll.
let's go. 6.
26, roll that.
6.
12.
5.
Okay, perfect. That's a success. Now roll damage on the knife.
So 2 on the D4 and then a 5 on the D6.
Okay. Cool. Okay, 7. So that is, yeah. So the thing is already shaken from the burst, so it takes another wound from this. What happens when you throw the knife?
I chuck it underneath like I'm doing my bowling ball again, and it goes straight into its slit thing.
Fleshy
And I jump up and
center.
down and say, "Ha! Take that!"
Very nice. Yeah. It sort of rolls up and envelops the knife, so you don't have the knife anymore.
Ah.
But it's.
Hey!
Edie, your turn.
I'm going to try out my new peacemaker on it. So yeah, let's do a shoot and roll. Yeah, that's a success.
Cool.
And then 2d6 plus 1. Okay. So that's the 1. That was 4 altogether.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, so that won't do it. In fact, so you level the peacemaker at it. You say something cool before you blow it away, or?
Like, let's see how this goes. Oh, wow.
Well, the gun goes off and makes a loud kind of retort as you fire it. But
Is it fake? Is it fake bullets?
you spin the cylinder open. These are blanks.
No.
Oh, that makes sense, because he's a magician. We could have planned for this, guys.
Okay, the flesh jacket is writhing around on the floor. It's very hurt and it is very mad. It leaps up and it's going to try and envelop you, Edie.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a grappling.
Great.
I feel like they go for you a lot.
It's the red. I really should wear something different, but I like it too much. It hides the bloodstains. Whenever I nick myself, it's fine.
That's the saying, right? Like a red rag to a weird ball of flesh.
Yeah, it is. I can't believe we must be from the same place.
I think we must be.
We must have family in common or something.
So you're going to roll athletics. To grapple you. How do you do?
I got a 2 on both dice.
The flesh jacket leaps up onto you
Can I
and
not Benny
binds
it?
your arms around. You can. Yeah. You can. Can you? Yeah. Go on then. Oh, because you still don't know what I rolled.
Oh, is it going to be impossible anyway? 3.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. So the flesh jacket leaps up. It binds your arms.
Oh no.
To your sides. Yeah, it wraps around your waist. Parts of it are sort of leaching up onto your neck and approaching your face.
Oh, Edie.
It's so gross.
Oh, God.
Ew, ew, ew.
Okay, next round. Let's.
You can barely notice it, honestly.
Okay, Garnet on a 9.
Okay.
Daphne with a joker.
Hey.
Everyone gets a Benny.
Oh, sick.
Edie on a 5.
Yeah, I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
The flesh jacket's still only on a 3. All right, good. So Daphne, you can choose when you want to go.
I think let's do it. Let's do it. What should I do? So it's on her, like.
Yeah, enveloping basically her entire torso from waist to neck.
Ooh.
And it is sort of steering her back and forth. It looks like it might be trying to sort of ram her into the wall or something.
Ooh.
Given half the chance.
Probably is. If I stab it, it will just eat the knife again, which I don't want. So I'm gonna try and shoot.
I don't know. It might be that because you threw the knife inside. So maybe if you keep hold of
Maybe if I
it,
keep hold of it, yeah. Maybe it'll.
like get underneath and then open it like an envelope. Like
Are there any gas lamps in the room?
Yeah, this room is lit by a gas lamp, as the others are.
I'll light you on fire.
That's good to know. But
no, I'll just try and I'll get my knife and I'll just give it one good stab to try and just get it off Edie.
Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, do me a fighting roll this week.
Fighting rolls. Stunning.
Against Edie's parry, because it now has Edie's stats. So what's your parry?
it is 4.
D4 and the parry. That's good.
Okay, a 3 and a 1. Is that a failure? Yes.
No. Depends what my roll is.
It's an 8. So it's half a raise.
Why don't I get those rolls? When I've got those stats.
Yeah, so you swing at the flesh jacket, but it sort of lurches backwards out of the way, and your knife cuts only air.
It's too slimy.
Garnet, it's your turn.
Okay. Do we have a sense that this flesh jacket is part of Redstone's act? Like, is he doing some kind of awful escapology act with this flesh jacket, or is it just a dungeon monster type deal?
So it was in a tank in here.
Yeah.
It seems to have been something that he was interested in studying, perhaps.
Okay.
The room is full of regular straitjackets and other escapology equipment as well. So
Okay.
it's possible he was considering introducing a new element to his act.
Okay. Could I have a notice roll to, I guess, inspect whether it's like a trick jacket? Because he seems like the kind of jerk who would not be using a straight jacket, and maybe he had tricked out this flesh jacket as well.
Yeah, sure. Do a notice roll.
That's a real reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can't reach at all because my arms are tied, so please do.
That's one success.
One success. Yes, as far as you can tell, this is an honest-to-goodness regular old flesh
ordinary
jacket.
flesh jacket.
Yeah, it seems as if it was being kept in this tank of vinegar.
Yeah.
But just before you entered the room, someone opened it.
Okay. Someone opened the tank. Someone laid a trap for us. So it's vinegary then. The thing is vinegary.
Yeah, it's as if it's being kind of preserved in this tank.
Oh, okay.
Smell like a pickle.
But you don't look like one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, the flesh jacket is going to go now. Yeah, it's just going to lower your head and basically run at the wall. So, what's your athletics dice?
D4.
D4. Okay.
Poor Edie. She's going through it.
It's a rough time
She
for old
got
Edie.
hit by lightning last week.
It's a success,
No.
and
Ow.
your toughness is 5.
5, yeah.
Yeah, it cracks your skull against the wall. You're shaken and you take a wound.
Ow.
Your ears are ringing, your skull is ringing, your vision is tunneling, and this thing is just binding your arms. You get so it's your turn now. You're still conscious, but you are in control of this flesh jacket. You can speak to the others.
Are my hands free?
No, absolutely not. They're bound.
Completely. I was just didn't know if like my hands were like out at the bottom.
It's like a straight jacket. They're bound to
it's
your
done that.
side.
Okay.
Like
What else is along the wall? Like, how high are the gas lamps, and what else is along the walls and stuff? Is there anything else that?
the gas lamps are mounted at about head height, and the room is full of escapology equipment. So it's like it is
Okay.
mostly handcuffs, straight jackets, ropes, things of that nature.
Anything sharp?
Not noticeably. There's a table with sort of metal edges.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like just boom into the table. If I have, can I have control to like? Do I have control of my legs, sort of? Or?
Well, I will give you a spirit roll at a -2
Okay. Let's see if I can do this.
to see if you can overcome.
Nope.
All right.
God loves a trier.
I'll go Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
The highest was 5 both times.
All right. Back to the
God
top.
loves a trier, but he doesn't help.
A king for Garnet.
No.
Yes, King.
He likes
4 for
watching a
Daphne.
trier. I'm going, cool.
Nice try, bud.
And a 10 for the flesh jacket / Edie, and then Edie.
Fleshy J.
Oh, fleshy J.
Fleshy J.
All right, Garnet, it's your turn.
Okay. Do I get this feeling I could hit the jacket with a spell and not damage Edie?
Yeah, so the jacket is...
It's wet, right?
It is wet.
It's slimy.
It's slimy. It is on Edie. I think it would be... You would have to accept that firing a spell at it could harm Edie.
Okay.
From little knowledge, you can try to peel it off me.
Oh, peel it.
I believe what's...
All right, well. You say you don't want to be set on fire. That is fair.
Yeah, you don't want to be set on fire, you freak.
The wording is flayed off.
Oh,
That doesn't sound
I
good.
bring my flaying knife. Okay.
So,
Didn't bring your flail with you?
Okay. Flaying does need a sharp edge. I don't think we can just peel. Question mark.
No, I'll let you peel. You do a healing roll at a -2 to attempt to flay this thing off.
A healing roll. Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. Great. I rush over to Edie and I grab the sleeves, I guess, of the flesh jacket and try and
peel it off her.
Try and peel
Cool,
them.
yeah, do me a healing roll then at
healing
a
roll.
-2.
Okay, well, wouldn't you know it, I don't have... If I don't have healing and I need to -2 it, then I'm gonna have to -4 the whole thing, right?
Just hit me. Go for it.
No, I'm gonna roll a 6 on my 6 is what's gonna happen.
Let's do it.
I rolled a 4 on my 4, which means I get to explode that 4. And that's another 4 on my 4, so that's 8. And that's a 3, so that's 11 -4 is 7, which is 1 success.
Success and a raise.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. You managed to
No, just
peel.
7. So
a success. Just one success.
just one success.
Yeah, you managed to peel the flesh jacket back away from Edie. It's still like looped around her waist, but you've got the main body of the flesh jacket away from her body.
Okay.
So it's still attached around the waist, but you are
sort of wrestling with the
My arms
loose,
sort of free
it's like when you
now.
pull silly putty. It stretches thin across the. It's quite thin and filmy now as you've sort of stretched it out.
Oh, okay, so it's still covering her, but like...
It's still wrapped around her waist, but you've moved it away from her body.
I've got my
Top
arms
part of it.
free, yeah?
And her arms are free, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right, good. It's the flesh jacket's go. It is going to try and reattach itself. In fact, it's going to try and shake, because you're holding it now.
Yeah, I'm sort of...
Holding it. So it's going to try and
wrestling
grapple and get itself loose.
All right,
from
grapple
you.
me.
No dice. It is still... It's like struggling and thrashing around, but it is stretched.
Good. I
Fully
didn't need my
outwards.
parry for that or anything.
No. Okay, Daphne, it's your turn.
While Garnet's got it in her hands, I'm going to try and shoot through it
Good idea.
Nice.
using my Derringer pistol.
Yeah. Good old Derringers.
Let's go for it. Come on. Yes, a 6.
Nice.
And a 1.
Great. Roll me damage on the Derringer.
And what we're looking at here, 2d4. Okay. Not saying the world alike. Give it a go. Okay.
You got a
that's
4 on your 4?
And a 3. So can I roll?
Yeah,
one for
yeah.
you? That's a 1.
That's 8. That's success. Yeah, not success with a raise, but it's just damage in there.
Yeah, this flesh jacket is shaken, so that deals it a wound. This does kill it. So, so how does this happen?
Okay. I grab my pistol out of my skirts and I whip round and I fire and I say, "Hold it still!" And I fire straight through. And as I fire, I say, "Bang!" Just like Daddy taught me. Bang!
It punches because it's a Derringer. It's quite a small hole into the flesh jacket, but the bit that's wrapped around you and the sheet, it just like dumps kind of ichor all over the floor. And the thing stops moving and writhing. It is still sort of tied around you like an apron, but it is no longer moving.
Flesh apron.
Can we retrieve is it the fancy knife that was
Oh,
inside
yeah.
it?
Can I see my
Is
fancy
Yeah,
knife?
that clatters to the floor.
Oh,
Great.
great. Oh, my knife!
Yeah, so
You look fine.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
I'm just looking at the group. Honestly, you can barely tell.
Thank you. I appreciate you trying to be nice about it.
cool. Yeah. So there is a door across the room from where you are now.
It's
not locked.
And then step out
Yeah.
of it, and
Okay, how are you going through the door? Cautiously?
carefully but mildly annoyed.
Is there a sign? Does it say anything? Like,
Above the door.
dead women.
Dead woman room
Yeah,
2.
yeah. The second one.
Yeah, they've all said dead women room every time. We've gone into.
And we're the dead women. Get it?
Well, this room you open it. It's good that you went through cautiously because there is about 3 feet of room, and then just drops away. There is what looks like a chasm in front of you. There is a door on the other side.
Oh.
How did he get planning permission for this?
Do not know. Very unusual.
How wide is the chasm?
So it's about 30 feet across.
I'd like to go back to the escapology room and take the rope,
Okay.
and then knot the rope to one of the bars on one of the cages. And is there anything on the far side of the chasm?
There's a door and another platform. So what? Do me a notice roll for the room.
Okay. Does it look bottomless?
Look around as well.
Well, we'll find
Let's
out.
find out. Okay. As 1 success.
I got 1 success as well, having a little look.
Can I just chuck a coin into the...
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, you throw a coin.
Am I a bat? Can I echolocate?
Yeah, you would say that's about 30 feet deep.
Okay, that's...
Not hardly bottomless, but not something you'd want to fall down.
No.
From your notice rolls, you see on the wall, painted the same black as the walls, there is a sort of slightly pushed out like a cabinet against the wall on the side that you are. So.
Oh.
Do we have to get in the cabinet? Is it a vanishing cabinet?
It's not. No, it's more of it's about this big with 2 doors.
Okay.
A smallish cabinet.
Yeah, smallish cabinet. Yeah.
Should we have a look inside the
We
cabinet?
should.
Is it as long as it's not some horrible thing that's gonna
A flesh
clamber onto my
mask
face
or something.
This guy's really into like tying up women. It's weird.
Do it, Edie.
All right, yeah, I go up and just cautiously open one of the.
There's a selection of buttons and levers inside this cabinet.
That you can just like take out, or
I think they're all like.
Buttons and.
Are they labeled?
Are they labeled? Yes, but it appears to be some sort of code.
Oh. Okay, well, Edie, may I?
Go for it, Garnet.
I hit A button.
Just roll me 2d6.
Okay. It's kind of what a dice roll does, is give you a luck roll, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's a 4 and a 1.
4. So you got a success. All right, you press a button, and the two of you hear a sort of rumbling next to you, and a part of the darkness that is as dark as the rest of it, but you're paying so close attention that you see this darkness start to move across the room.
Is that a platform, Garnet, or
Oh.
maybe we have to
Maybe.
press these to build ourselves a path across?
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try and like scry what these buttons do. Is there some sort of like pattern? The button I pressed. Can I press the button next to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the darkness starts moving back the other way.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like a moving platform then. All right. I hit the first button.
The one, so it moves.
So it moves towards us again.
It moves towards the door, and
Yeah.
the one on the right moves it back.
Okay. And it comes all the way across.
Well, presumably, if you were to leave it, it would continue on its route.
All right. I'll leave it to see what happens.
Yeah, it travels across to the other side of the room. Press the other button, travels all the way back towards you.
Okay. But it doesn't look solid. It just looks like a patch of darkness.
Well, when you bring it all the way back towards you, I mean, you don't need to roll for this. Close inspection reveals it is a metallic platform on a arm that moves along and carries, presumably, a magician across this chasm, meant to simulate levitation.
Okay. Well, I don't think this is magical or uncanny at all. I think it's just a mechanical device.
Yeah.
Do we trust it?
I would hazard a guess for this man. It only carries one person because his ego can only share a platform with himself.
that would make sense.
Okay. So when it doesn't keep going back and forth, it's like the button is needed to push it in one direction and then another button is needed to push it in the other direction.
Is it a lever or is it a button?
It's a button. You press it once.
Okay. But you said there were there are levers
There
as
are
well.
levers. You know what the levers do.
So should we throw a lever?
Yeah, because we could tie a rope to the lever.
Yes.
We
All
can't
right.
tie a rope to the button.
To the button. All right, we'd throw a lever and what does that do?
The lever causes it to raise vertically.
Okay.
Down, brings it back down.
Okay. Is there anything up there? I look up.
No, it's a large black room with a high ceiling. Again, you can't tell how high the ceiling is because the room is all painted black.
So it would look like a sort of levitation trick to the untrained eye. If we levitated it to the center of the crevasse at a height, we bring it closer to us, attach a rope to it, then float it back into the center, levitate it, and then swing over the gap.
Nice.
Maybe.
Sounds dangerous.
It does sound dangerous. But the other way would be like you have one person on it, and then the person who's left behind can operate the buttons, and then you could get 2 people across that way.
Yeah.
Could you get 3 people across that way?
Well, I mean, if the last person presses the thing and runs and jumps onto it before it goes.
Oh, platforming. I see.
It's the last
Turn this into a video
the
game.
last one
Ellen.
mirrors edges it.
If you want to try and do it that way, I'll let 2 of you get across like without rolling, but the last person will need to make some rolls to see if they can get to the platform and stay on it.
Who has the best athletics?
Yeah, who's agile? I'm not especially.
I have a D4 in athletics.
Oh,
not those were picked
not
last
Edie
week.
then. I mean, Edie's just been like concussed by a flesh jacket, so she probably shouldn't be going first. I mean, going last anyway.
I'm happy to do it.
The first 2 people could take the rope across with them.
Oh yeah, because it's only a 30-foot drop.
It's only a 30-foot drop, and like they could. But if you've so if Garnet's already tied it to a cage, they can just basically have a thing, and then the last person sort of try. If they try and jump it, and then if they miss it, they've got a rope.
Got like a safety line.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I love this.
Okay. Cool. So who's going across?
Can I go across first, and I'll take the rope with me as I float across to kind of stretch it out.
All right. So you activate the platform to go across. It starts moving across the chasm. Lights spring into action around you, kind of strobing. And an announcement comes through the speakers saying, "Behold the wonder show of the universe. The Great Redstone, the one who knows, defies the tedious bonds of gravity that shackle us to this earth, soars through the air with Icarian splendor. Marvel and wonder at the greatest magician to ever live." This goes on as it sort of very slowly trundles you across the gap, drops you off.
It's essentially a stair lift.
And then it buzzes back across, picks you up, Edie, and you start to make your way across. Man was not meant to have this power, and yet the Great Redstone, the one who knows, has defied the very gods themselves and soars high like a eagle.
Please, sir, shut your damn mouth.
Drops you off, comes back to the other side.
All right.
All right. I pull the rope.
Yeah, we hold
tight.
it
Yeah, both of
taut.
us.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to hit the button,
Hit the button,
sprint and jump
sprint.
on.
And jump. And if I miss it, going for the rope.
Okay, I'm going to need an athletics roll, please.
Okay. Now I've got lots of these and I can use them.
Yeah.
That's a 4 for my athletics and then wild dice.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 and a 4.
So success.
Cool. Yeah, fine. All right, so you sprint, jump, and just manage to land on the platform. And yeah, that's fine. It kind of carries you across. The greatest magician.
Behold,
The coolest and handsomest guy.
I like to imagine like you've landed it on on your
Yeah,
belly
yeah.
and you're just like Supermaning it across.
As it carries you across. And it deposits you. There is a round of canned applause from the speakers as you land on the other side.
Thank you.
And you are all across. Well done. Good work. Right, the door opens out into another hallway lined with these magical posters, magical memorabilia, photographs, daguerreotypes of the Great Redstone and various luminaries, figures, stars of the stage, and politicians and things of that nature. And at the end of this corridor, there is an unmarked door with one of those slots at the top, and it spins around. And the mechanical owl fixes you with a beat.
Hooters again.
Hooters the owl fixes you with a stare. You heading down there?
Well, that must be the library, right?
Yeah, let's go. Sort of, we cautiously approach Hooters.
Cool. Yeah. Its eyes kind of
Like 3 teenage boys.
order us some hot wings
We're
and a beer
here for the
pitcher.
wings, honest. We like the wings.
Yes, it fixes you with a stare.
What building has the most stories?
The library.
The library!
He is enjoying this way too much.
Yeah.
This is the double doors sort of squeak inwards, and you find yourself in the library. It is a large room full of dark wood and gaslighting desks and leather armchairs are around. There is a sort of curving spiral staircase and a large domed stained glass window at the top, depicting the many feats of the Great Redstone. There are several conspicuous display cases full of trinkets and trophies from his illustrious stage career.
Wow. Where do you reckon that y'all's book would be? You said it's black and it's got a person's face on the cover.
It's sort of like, like a stretched out human face.
Well, there's sort of holes where the eyes would be and a hole.
Oh, okay. It looks like a human
sort of
face. Okay.
Yeah.
A gash that could be called a mouth stretched across the cover.
The whole thing kind of looks like it's going, whoa.
Oh, well, I guess you would be if you had your face stretched over a book.
Yeah.
You had to live as a book forever. That'd be awful.
Is there a case or like a rare book section, something that looks like beyond the ordinary, dull, ordinary books?
Do me a notice roll.
Okay. That's what I was hoping for. One success.
Okay. You don't see it in any of the display cases that you can see, but there is a section where the shelves are sort of indented into the wall, and then at one point the shelves are markedly closer inwards than the rest, and then it goes back to being shelves against the wall again. So it's bookshelf, 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 bookshelf.
Okay, so looks like maybe there's something concealed behind this area, maybe a secondary chamber.
I'm sure he likes secret doors and trick windows and all sorts. So yeah, let's try it.
I don't know a lot about libraries, but can I look at the spines of the books on the extended bookcase?
Yeah.
Is there one that's called something ironic that indicates it is a
Okay, another notice roll, please.
lever? You're good at puns, Edie. What pun would you put on a book that's a secret lever to open them? One success.
Success.
Bookcase.
So you kind of scan your eyes across the titles of the books. There's a lot of magic books, a lot of books on card games and things like that. And there is a book called Secret Lever by I.M.A. Door.
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
I mean, that's a bit obvious.
Do you think that Redstone came up with that? You think that's the best you could do?
I mean, he's kind of basic.
Well, I'll take you at your word, and I pull the book called A Secret Lever.
Yeah, it's the bookshelf slides aside, and there is another display case containing what looks like the book that you're after.
Wow.
It's a glass case, like a glass cube. It's resting on a cushion.
I'd almost say it was too easy, except for all of the rooms.
Yeah, except for the horrors we've experienced.
Horrors. What do we think? Grab it and run, or
I think we have a little look around and just check for any traps first. So yeah, I'd like to do a notice.
Yeah, for sure.
Look around.
Notice roll, please.
I'll do one as well.
Yeah, that's single success.
Kicks. Where's my look for anything suspicious and or useful? Is this a 10? Have I got the right one? No, I'm rolling an 8.
No, that's a 10. That's a 10.
Is it? Yeah, you're right. Yeah. What would I do without you?
That's all right. It's snake eyes.
Oh, snake eyes. Snake eyes.
oh, I hate that.
Nailed it. Something bad happened now.
So many snake eyes in the last session.
This is your doing somehow.
Something bad happened to me now. I'd rather it didn't.
So you're checking for traps around this book. Edie, you don't see anything. As far as you're aware, this isn't trapped in any way. Daphne, you're sort of like checking the bookshelf, seeing if anything's hidden there, and you pull another book, which causes the bookshelf to slam back into position, and it pins you back against the bookshelf. Take 1 wound.
Oh, no.
Crushing bookshelf damage.
Not another wound.
Hey everyone, it's your friendly Deadlands Marshal Andy, here to let you know about an exciting new item we have at sortoutoutsidexbox.com. It is this handsome Deadlands Season 2 limited edition lithographic print of the key art from the series by Colin Craker, featuring all of your favourite characters like Jim Bob, Bobby Sue, Sue Ellen, Joe Bob and Bobby Bobson. If you want to get your hands on this limited edition numbered lithographic print, head on over to store.outsidexbox.com, but act fast if you want to take home a piece of the Weird West.
Hi everyone, Oxventure producer Zach here to tell you about our Patreon exclusive show, The Deadlands Epitaph, where Andy and I go through all the behind the scenes details that bring Deadlands together. Find out even more about how Oxventure gets made over at patreon.com/oxclub today. We'll see you there.
Can I immediately try and heal her up a little bit, actually?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone does need to heal, you can do that.
How many wounds can I have before I die?
You can take 3, and then the 4th incapacitates you.
Okay.
No,
I
sorry.
have 2 wounds,
I did a bad roll.
That's okay, you tried.
Yeah.
An attempt was made.
You're welcome to try yourself as well.
Will something bad happen if I...
No, you just...
That's how we'll all do,
not
wasn't
succeed.
it? What should... Because I don't have healing, so what do I roll?
So you roll...
A 4 minus 2, and your d6 as well.
Yeah. But explode.
Oh. So 3 and a 6, and then a 1.
So you've got 5.
5.
So it's a success, so you can remove 1 wound.
Great.
You are still
you're
pinned into place. Someone's going to have to
I-
release the mechanism.
I pull the secret lever.
Oh, yeah, I'm just like, it's
Don't worry, we got this. And I reopen the secret bookcase.
Slides open and you crumple to the floor.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Right.
Should we open it? Should we just go for it? Let's get it.
Get it. The longer we stay here, the greater the chance that he's going to catch up with us. I mean, he knows we're here, so I imagine he's on his way. Let's get the book and then cross the next bridge as we come to it. Does the cabinet look locked?
It doesn't seem to be a actual opening to it. It seems to be a perfect glass cube.
Oh. Is the glass cube secured?
Well, it is on a plinth.
Yes.
It is attached to the plinth.
Oh, okay. Is the plinth secured?
The plinth is secured to the floor.
Oh, okay, fine.
So, do we have to like smash it? Is it smashy time?
Does it look hollow? Is it like a solid glass cube, or you mean like a glass case?
Yeah, it's a glass case.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, nothing so fancy. You think there's no traps?
I mean, I think this is 100% a trap, whatever it is.
The dungeon, sure.
For looking around, I don't see any particular things that will spring.
If I were Redstone, then I would put some sort of enchantment or some kind of pressure sensor on this book.
That's good thinking. We could take all of my money and put that on the...
I was going to say another book, but
that's a better idea. Then I don't have to give up my money. Yeah.
All right, can we find a similar... Well, we're going to have to smash the glass anyway because it doesn't actually open up. Is the book doing anything? Is it completely inert?
It's in it.
We find a similar size and shaped and weighted book.
Yeah, you're in a library. They're everywhere.
All right. And then I smash the glass cube.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
With what?
Oh, with... What would I smash it with? What's in this library except for books? A lamp? Like a desk lamp or something?
Yeah, there's desk lamps.
All right, I take one of those green, the green desk lamp
like
with
a
the
legal-
brass
Yeah.
kind of base.
I like those.
Take one of those and I smash the
Brass
glass
base.
case. Everyone stand back because...
Yeah, I'm holding the book at the ready. Like,
Yeah. This is the least smart idea, but also it is the fastest, and I don't want this guy to catch up with us. So
Yeah,
I
I'm not
smash
going to make
the
you roll
glass
for that. You
case.
smash the glass, it shatters.
Okay, great. And nothing happens?
Nothing happens. Book is still there on the...
All right, Edie, ready with the fake book.
Yeah.
All right, and then we do a perfectly smooth swap.
Yeah. Good. You're now holding the book in your hands.
Amazing. Okay, cool. It's cursed as hell. You know, it looks dreadful.
Well, you look at the cover of the book.
Yeah.
And it looks as if it's bound in possibly human skin. It's 2 eyes kind of recessed into the cover, the sort of nose holes there and the sort of mouth twisted across the cover. And this face, it starts to sort of move, and it twists and resolves into Redstone's face.
Damn it.
He says, after my book, I see. Yes, I thought there was something unusual about the three of you. Well, if you want the real thing, you'll have to come and meet me in the theater. The show is about to begin! And then doors at the back of the library swing open, and they lead into the top level of the theater where you were before.
Oh,
You hear
he Skyrim dungeon dust.
stirring organ music starts playing. It's very theatrical music coming from the theater, and you look down again, and the book has just turned into a book of fairy tales from the library.
Book.
Feels so dark.
All right, we leave out the fire exit.
You enter back into the theatre that you were in at the very start of your time here in the Mystic Mansion. Redstone himself is down on the stage, and he's wearing his stage clothes. He has a top hat and tails. He's dressed in full white tie with a carnation.
I mean, oh, so your clothing earlier wasn't your state? That was just your regular clothing? Wow.
So, will you explain why you're here and why you want my book? He shouts to you from the stage.
No, I don't think I will.
You killed my sister, jackass!
I killed a lot of people's sisters. You think
Well,
I care about that?
That doesn't excuse it. Just because you killed loads of them doesn't mean that I'm going to forgive you or not kill you.
I'm going to give you one last chance to leave this mansion with your lives. You aren't prepared for what I can do. I have real magic.
What are you going to do?
Real magic.
Yeah? What like what? Get some flowers out of you.
That's surprisingly hard to do. All magic is surprisingly hard to do, which is why I sold my soul for real magical powers. And now, between my incredible illusions and my real magic, I have the best of both worlds. The world's greatest magician. I'm not here to be lectured to by women, he says.
Who'd you sell your soul to, sir?
None of your business. I suppose he sent you, did he?
Who's he?
You don't know?
Well, you don't know.
Oh, I know.
You don't know who sent me. I was sent by someone, but you
Well, if you're after the book, I imagine it's him trying to make his way back. We were never going to bring him back, and he was a fool for ever thinking we would.
So you sold your soul to be a stage magician.
The greatest stage magician the world has ever seen, he says.
I shake my head sadly.
He levitates an inch off the floor. See? Ever see anybody do that?
Yeah.
Real No, you haven't. Not really. It's done with wires. This is real.
But what? That's as high as you can go?
It's very difficult to levitate with real magic. Do you understand? Real magic. But the book, he says, and he pulls the book out of his coat. It is the book you saw earlier. The book needs sacrifices to keep the magic strong. Hence the girls, and soon, you. He waves a hand over the book and it vanishes. Shows you his hands are empty. There is piped in applause coming in from the speakers.
I think he just put it back in his jacket.
Yeah.
I did not put it back in my jacket. I have real magic. He says. And yeah, I'm going to deal us into initiative order.
Here we
You
go.
better.
Okay, so Garnet on a 2. Daphne on a jack.
Ooh.
Nice.
Edie on a 4.
Nah.
And Redstone on a 13.
What?
What?
Wait, what? 13.
Excuse me.
What?
Shoot that dealer.
Isn't that a king?
What kind of hand are you running here, friend?
I don't know, it seems to be an impressive act of leisure demand, perhaps. Anyway, Garnet, you were on a...
Is that boy cheating? Is that
Redstone.
little Redstone cheating?
Yeah.
He's cheating.
He's meta cheating.
All right, so Redstone still hovering an inch off the ground impressively. Thank you.
They always think inches is bigger than they are.
He waves a hand, and suddenly the lights in the room extinguish. Seconds later, they flick back on, and you are no longer where you were standing at the top of the stairs. In fact, each of you is in a different place. Garnet, you're in a water tank that is filling with water to the top. Edie, you're tied to a table and a circular saw is descending towards you. And Daphne, you are in a sarcophagus that is filled with rats.
No, don't like that. Oh.
Behold, escapology, the hardest of all the magician's disciplines. These women, they lack the necessary skills that the Great Redstone has. I would be free in a single bound. They, however, will not, he says. All right, who was next? It was Daphne, you're next. Yeah. So I'm going to need you to roll to try and escape from this sarcophagus of rats. You can choose how to escape it, either a focus roll, an agility roll, maybe a fighting roll to try and kick your way out. But however you would like to escape, just justify it before you roll.
Listen, I'm definitely a pick last for PE kind of character, so... Can I do an assessment?
Which is quite
of the
intelligent
box?
Character, yes.
Yes,
I got much smarts and I got much notice.
Yeah, so do me a notice roll to see if you can spot anything unusual about this box.
Come on. Oh, come on, man.
It might be.
Hey! 7.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so looking down at your feet, there is a kind of swirling mass of rats down there, but next to it you see a latch at the foot of this box. You imagine if you were able to sort of hook that with your foot, the bottom would open and you'd be able to slide out of this box. However, that is your turn, being able to spot that.
Cool.
Okay, next up was Edie on a 4. You are tied to a table and a circular saw is descending towards you. Redstone is sort of gesturing to you and saying, "The deadly saw! Soon the woman will be sawed in half. A tragic end for one so young."
You know, you're totally in control of this.
Yes, I shall be very sad when it happens. I hate to lose an assistant. It happens so often.
I would... how free are my arms and such?
You're tied to the table, but you could try and struggle to loosen the ropes if you would like.
Okay, I'm also going to do a notice roll. I'm going to have a look around and see if there's like some trick to it. Yeah, that's a success.
Cool. Okay. So you look at the rope that's tying you to the table. These knots, while they look impressive from a distance, you see that they're actually just looped around in a way that they could be undone pretty easily just by, if you were to sort of expand your chest and push your arms out at the same time, you could probably loosen these knots. All right, Garnet, your turn. You are in this water jug, and it is this water tank. It is filling with water.
Okay. Am I restrained, or am I just like standing in the bottom of the tank?
You're loose in the tank, but the tank is sealed and locked with a padlock at the top.
Okay. And how tall? What are the dimensions?
So it's probably about an 8 foot tall, this water tank, and probably about 4 foot across.
Okay. How fast is the water? I should probably do a notice roll since I need to know so much about this tank. I would like to know how fast it is filling with water and how locked does the lock look on the top.
Okay, well the padlock...
Do you want a notice roll for that?
I mean, you're in this box. Okay, well, did you do a notice roll?
I did.
What did you get?
I got a 6 on my 6 and then a 5, so 11. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so the padlock looks sturdy from where you are here. The water is filling at a rate that I would say maybe... A period of time I would call 3 combat rounds and it will be full and you'll drown.
Oh, I see. Fast. That's pretty fast.
Okay, that's the end of first turn. Okay, so Garnet on a 10, Daphne on a jack, Edie on a 5, and Redstone on a 13.
Imagine that.
Unusual. Okay.
Julia. I haven't played this game before, but I don't think that's quite right.
So Redstone goes first. He is fully confident that the 3 of you are going to perish in his illusions. And so he is playing to the audience who aren't here, but there is applause being piped in. And he says, "Such a tragic moment for a magician when a beloved assistant moves on from this world to the next. Ah, 'tis like a wound in my heart. And yet,
I shall find a way to carry on and be the greatest. And he's just doing this. So that's his turn. Who was?
It is Daphne, I think.
Daphne. Yes.
Cool, so I'm going to try and kick that latch open so I can slide out.
Yeah, I think that's
Doable?
probably a fighting roll if you're kicking. Yeah.
Yep. So 1.
You got a 5, so
5.
that's success.
Okay.
5.
Yeah. So you give the bottom of the sarcophagus a hefty kick, and the latch spins open. There is all the rats pour out of the box, and you can now shimmy out of the box. You are now free from the sarcophagus, so you'll be able to act next turn.
Cool.
Okay, was it Garnet next?
Yeah. I would like to shoot a hole in the tank.
Sounds good. Do me a shooting roll.
A shooting roll. There we go. That's 1 success, and the damage is 2d6 plus 1. That is 5.
5 damage. Yeah, that's fine. It shatters the glass of the tank. So it breaks and all the water floods out onto the stage. Redstone's like, oh!
See that, Redstone? I had a gun. Beats your magic.
I knew she had a gun. I didn't realize you had one. Edie, your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get my way out of the room. I'm gonna do the
Cool.
movement.
Yeah, give me an athletics roll.
Okay.
Be nice.
No.
Spend it.
The sword descends another few feet towards you.
Yes. Success. I've got a 4. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, you managed to, you loosen yourself from the ropes?
Yeah, just loosen myself. And basically, sort of, I make it so that, like, I'm not tied down, but he can't see that.
Oh, okay, you're staying...
I'd like to stay incognito so he thinks that I'm safe to be near.
Cool, okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, so you are now free. Right, next round. Okay, so who amongst you is closest to the Great Redstone now? So I say, Daphne, you're in the center of the stage, closest to where he is. So could you just do me a notice roll?
Okay. Wait, no. I rolled the wrong dice.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Did I? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
I've got snake eyes.
Snake eyes. Cool. Okay, nothing...
No, stop!
Okay.
Can you not?
Can we?
You can't benny a snake eye.
Ah! I have all these bennies. Nowhere to spend them.
Okay, he's doing something. You can't tell what it is, and he notices that you're trying to sort of see what he's up to. And he gestures to the rats, and they start swarming towards you. And the rats start nipping at you. What's your toughness?
4.
Okay. The rats bite at you. You don't take any wounds, but you will start your next turn shaken.
Okay.
And you didn't notice whatever it was the Great Redstone was trying to do. All right. Garnet on a king.
Okay.
Daphne on a queen. Edie on a 7. Look at that, a 13. So Redstone will act first. He sees that you two are free, and he can't quite believe. How did you do that?
I hold my...
I point at my leg.
Never mind, he says, and he, from his pocket, he produces a large silk sheet, holds it up, and says, "Behold!" and then drops it, and suddenly there is a large white tiger on the stage, and the tiger is going to attack Garnet.
All right.
So yeah, it's going to pounce at you with a fighting roll. What's your parry?
It is 2. It's really bad.
Okay, I did roll a 3, so it's not a great roll, but it beats your parry. So unfortunately, the tiger is going to pounce at you, which is going to be strength. What's your toughness?
5.
You said
Okay,
that
I only rolled
why?
Yeah.
I rolled a 5, so you don't take any damage, but it does shake you. So
Bet it
you're
does.
pinned by this Siberian tiger
Okay.
that is sort of gnashing and clawing at you. Okay, next it was Daphne.
Okay.
You will need to unshake.
Yes. What do I roll to unshake?
That's a spirit roll.
Spirit is
Or a D8 on that one.
D8, which is 3 plus 3.
No, it's 3 and 3. One of them needs to be a 4 or higher.
I did not unshake. I can Benny!
Benny
Yeah.
it. Benny
You've
it. You've got so many Bennies.
Yeah,
Go for
okay,
it.
you automatically unshake with your Benny.
Great.
Great.
So you are now free to act.
Yes.
The rats, are they doing anything or are they just being rats now?
Oh, they've lost interest. They've sort of just wandering off into
Good luck
the
to them.
wings. Yeah.
Hope they enjoy chewing some wires backstage. I'm going to try and shoot Redstone.
Okay, do me a shooting roll.
Bang, bang. Where is my shooting? 6. Okay. Okay. Benny!
You can actually Benny it.
I'm cashing in! 6. And a 5.
Okay, great.
5.
Roll me damage on whichever gun it is you're using.
It's a Derringer, so not particularly. 2d4, correct? That is
Got a 4 on one of them.
4, and the 1 on the other,
Yeah.
right?
5 and a 4 again.
4 again. 2.
So that's 11 altogether, I think, yeah.
11?
11.
Okay, so you're describe how you're shooting it.
I aim right between his eyes and I say, "This is for Gertrude, you son of a bitch."
Okay,
Bang.
great.
And I say
Okay,
bang
so the
again.
bullet soars across the stage. Redstone goes, and then he turns back, opens his mouth, and produces the bullet from between his teeth. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, the great bullet catch!" And the speakers roar into life with applause. Thank you. He's bowing now. Oh, it's annoying. Yeah. So he drops the Derringer bullet, and it ding, ding, ding on the stage.
That's annoying.
Edie.
Right.
Don't shoot him.
Yeah.
Don't work.
I'm on a king. Should I be going next?
You should have gone first.
Yes, I'm only realising it now.
Well, you can hold your turn until you want, so you could have
Okay.
gone after Daphne.
All right, okay, well then let's say I held my turn and now I'm going to go.
Okay.
Because, Edie, you're still pretending to be
I'm
restrained.
pretending to be restrained.
And he's still centre stage, thereabouts.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to cast Burst at him. I'd like to throw a hex in his direction. And as much as I'm trying to hit him, I'm also seeing if I can drive him with the surprise of the fiery magic in the direction of stage right where Edie is.
Yeah. You will, of course, you are currently pinned by a Siberian tiger, so you'll need
Oh
to...
no, I forgot about the tiger. Damn, tiger. Right, so I need to unshake first.
You will need to unshake first.
And then will I probably need to grapple him or something?
Well, no, you can roll out from underneath it because it is your turn. So.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay. All right, let me just unshake, and that's a spirit roll. And that is a success.
Okay, cool. So you roll out from underneath the tiger.
Yeah, I sort of like, it's standing over me, and I just kind of like tuck and then just like roll to one side. It's not a very smart tiger.
Yep.
I leap to my feet and draw my cards from my pocket and throw a hex in his direction. It is burst. And you want to see whether that works?
Yeah.
Me
An
too.
arcane roll.
Let's see if that worked. Yes, it worked once.
Okay.
Success. And then 3d6, but I'm equally happy if it drives him across the stage towards Edie. Oh, and that is a 5 and a 3. That's 8 plus 4 is 12. Yeah, 12.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So you, he's not paying attention to you. So when this burst flies across him, he's unprepared for it, and he's sort of like, whoa!
I say magic.
Backwards.
Yes, you can play at that game.
How are you doing that?
Redstone.
Who have you studied under?
Well,
Thurston, Keller, Carter?
I don't know any of those, but I do have these. It's a deck of cards.
Give me those. I want them.
No.
Okay, he staggers across the room. He is wounded to an extent. Okay, now it is Edie's turn. Are you shaken?
Don't think so.
Cool, then go ahead.
Right, yeah. So if he's closer to me, I would like to try and pull out from within like a bag under my skirt. They should hopefully still be there if it's small enough. On our last adventure, I managed to procure a pair of handcuffs, like actual old school police handcuffs rather than any sort of magic-y ones. And I would like to try and like grab one of his arms, pull him across the table where I am, like get up, grab, and then handcuff him to the table so he's like stuck across it with the thing coming down on.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna try for that. So I think, what's it, a strength roll, I'm guessing, for that?
Yeah, strength roll sounds right.
Okay, well that's a success. And that's a explosion.
No.
What did it say?
5?
5. Okay, so that's a success with a raise.
Okay. What happens?
So I whip out these handcuffs. I go up to him. I clip one on him. I hold the other one and kind of like drag him across, and like jump across the table and clip him to the the underside, so he's sort of like underneath, like strapped across with his hand underneath.
Yep, sounds good. All right, next round. Do me a notice roll at -2 penalty, please.
Just.
Cool.
I had a 6, so just.
Okay, so yeah, as you do this, Redstone is like, no, and you turn your head to see what he's looking at.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can see. You turn your head back, and he's like, oh, I must be mistaken. All right, Garnet, you're on a king.
Okay.
Daphne on a queen. Edie on a 7. Redstone on a 13. So Redstone is now handcuffed across the table. He says, he turns and he says, oh no, how will the Great Redstone escape from this awful predicament? Why, I'm handcuffed. Or am I? He raises his hands, and Edie, you look down and you are now handcuffed. I'm not sure when that happened. But yeah, you are now, your hands are handcuffed together. This is a multi-action that he's going to do now. And he says, mere handcuffs alone can never hold the Great Redstone. And then he levitates like literally 10 feet off the floor. He like flies up like he's flying across the room. Everyone make me a notice roll.
I don't.
You don't?
Can I spend a penny?
You can.
I would like to do that very much. 1 success.
1 success.
I exploded.
Oh, cool.
Nice. I exploded and then a 9.
Okay, great. So to you, this looks like magic. He's soaring through the theatre. You're like, how is he doing this? I thought he could only levitate a foot off the ground. The two of you look closely and you can see he is being pulled through the air by wires. So next up is Garnet. You can see the wires that he's attached to, that he is erratically swooping through the theatre.
Okay, where are the wires anchored?
There's a sort of track that runs around the roof of the theatre, and there's a little sort of wheeled motor on it that the wires are attached to. He must be wearing some sort of harness around his cummerbund.
Okay. I try and shoot the wire, the sort of little cart that's running along the track.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Give me a shooting roll.
Okay. I love to shoot. I love to shoot. That's a snake eye.
Oh, a snake
baby.
eyes. Oh dear.
I infected you with my snake eyes.
Snake eyes for days here. All right.
Snake eyes. Okay, so yeah, you level your pistol at the track. It is moving extremely quickly, and it is a black mechanism in a black ceiling. It is designed to be hard to see.
Sure.
So you aim your pistol, you fire at it. The shot goes wide. It hits the gilded cherubs that are carved into the side of the theatre, ricochets, and fires back, and whistles past the tiger, who seemed to have lost interest up to this point. But,
Tiger was just like preening, or
Yeah. So the tiger, I think, was awaiting instruction. But now that seems to have overridden it. So the tiger is now focused on you again.
Oh, hey.
So I'm gonna, let's steal the tiger in. Hey, the tiger's on an ace.
No, tiger.
So the tiger will be going next, in fact.
No, tiger.
The tiger's gonna pounce on you.
No, not again. Tiger, no.
Yeah. The tiger is, poor little guy. He just doesn't know why he's here.
Yeah.
Right. What's your...
To eat garnet, apparently.
What's your parry?
It's 2.
2.
You know it's a 2.
Yeah.
A rubbish 2.
Okay, and your toughness?
It's a 5.
Oh.
Stop doing that.
Holy shit.
So many
Stop
dice.
exploding.
Okay, yeah, the tiger pounces on you again, pins you, and this time it tears a huge chunk out of your shoulder.
No.
You take 2 wounds
2
from this.
wounds. I'm pretty shaken by that.
And you're shaken, yeah.
Okay.
And the tiger roars. It's like its white muzzle is now stained with your blood.
Ow.
Okay, that was Garnet. Daphne on a queen.
I don't want to kill this poor tiger who doesn't even want to be here, probably, but I feel like I probably need to, otherwise it might kill you. So I'm going to shoot, and I'm just going to try and shoot it in the head.
Okay. Do me a shooting roll.
Okie dokie. I'm going to Benny that.
I think Benny that, yeah.
Benny it. Come on!
Yes.
5?
You got a 5, yeah.
Okay, cool. Roll me damage.
That will be 2d4, I believe. Ah! It stabbed me.
Oh, the D4.
That's a 1 and a 2. So 3 damage, not the best.
3 damage. Okay, it's not enough to wound the tiger, but it does get it off Garnet. And the tiger is, again, it's looking to Redstone for direction. But this seems to have broken its concentration, and now it's just sort of looking around. It doesn't seem to know what's going on. Right, Edie, you are next.
Edie's just like...
Yeah, you're handcuffed, so...
handcuffed going, how's he doing that?
So, yeah, you have disadvantage while you have these cuffs on. Which... I'm just going to give you -2 to all your rolls until you get rid of the handcuffs.
Okay. There's a buzzsaw right above you, isn't there?
Actually, by this point, I think the buzzsaw has probably... Or if it hasn't reached the table, it's about to reach the table.
Okay. Well, I'd like to just kind of shove it underneath and just try and cut them with the buzzsaw. If that's okay.
I think that's fair enough. Do me a focus roll to hold your nerve and keep the chain in the right place.
Oh, well, that's a...
Remember, this is a -2 to this as well.
And also, yeah, I don't have focus, so it'd be -2 anyway.
Is focus a skill?
Everyone else is just walking around with
Just I completely zoned out.
Why did I come in here?
Yeah, that's Edie. Okay. Yes, they both exploded.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So that 2 7s.
7's a 7 -2 is a 5. So yeah, you hold.
But I'm not into it. So I also have to
It's -2 disadvantage and -2
disadvantage. So it's
untrained.
-4, so it's 3. Benny. Nope.
Okay, cool. I'm going to say that you try and hold the chains under the blade. A shower of sparks comes off and goes into your eyes, and you come back. They're cut, but not all the way through.
Okay.
So your hands are still locked together. Okay.
Dang.
So who was closest to him at this point?
Was it Edie?
Yeah, I think probably Edie at this
Still
point.
Edie.
Oh yeah, because Edie was handcuffing him, right? So. Okay.
But if he flew off.
Oh, that's true. He's flying around the room.
Yeah, he's up in the rafters.
Okay, so yeah, none of you have really got a clear look at him at the moment because he is just doing laps up in the sky. Okay, so Garnet with the queen.
Nice.
7. Daphne, 3 for Edie,
No.
and a 13 for Redstone.
Dang it.
The tiger is disinterested again.
Where did you get 13 from, Andy?
Magic. So he's circling the room, and then very gingerly he sort of sets back down onto the stage, and he says, "And now, behold the power of hypnotism." And he turns to you, Garnet, and fixes you with a deep hypnotic
I'm under the tiger, though.
stare.
so-
Well, no, the tiger's got off you.
Oh,
You're lying
okay,
in a
fine.
pool on the floor.
Oh, okay, fine.
He just like stands over you and says,
Yeah.
"Your will is my command." So I want you to do a spirit roll. And I am going to do
Interesting.
one as well.
What about me being shaken?
No, I'm going to allow you to roll
Okay.
this.
6 on my 6,
Oh.
followed by a 5 on my 6. So 1 success, 1 raise.
Okay, yeah. This doesn't work. Are you going to allow him to think it does, or?
Oh, yes. And thank you for the offer. I'm sort of like dazed and bloodied anyway, so it's not too much of a stretch to seem like I am now
Okay.
in someone's thrall.
And now this woman is entirely within my power. See, you act like a chicken.
Bleedingly, I act like a chicken. Bark, bark, ow, bark, ow,
Gales of laughter come through the speakers.
bark.
You see the power of the Great Redstone, no mind can stand against it, he says. He's very pleased with himself.
Sort of caper towards him.
Taking bows. Yes, yes. You see, works much better on the female mind. Yes.
Bark.
Okay, cool. Garnet, it is your turn, and you are right.
yeah.
You are right next to him.
Yeah, I'm chickening right up to him. And
I just throw it out.
The book.
yeah, we think the book's still on his person.
Yeah.
Can I sort of? Oh, I'll need to unshake first, right?
You will need to
Well, let's take care of that
to do
first.
any kind of combat action.
All right. Well, let us unshake.
You could be
It's a 6 on my 6 and a 1.
poking around
Yeah.
looking for grubs
1 success.
in his jacket.
You unshake?
Yeah. Still all chickeny.
Yeah.
I sort of like nuzzle him as a pet chicken might.
Yes.
You know, kind of a tender.
Oh, a sweet and affectionate chicken we have here.
Yeah, you know how chickens do.
Of course.
And I sort of like get my beak right in his jacket where a book may or may not be.
Yes, of course. Even chickens cannot resist the magnetism
Fuck.
of the Great Redstone.
It's humiliating, and she hates being on stage in the first place. What?
Yeah, okay, do me a notice roll.
A notice roll. Okay. Whoa! Okay, I got an 8 on my 8 and a 6 on my 8, so that's 14. Yes.
Yeah. Success with the raise.
2.
Yes, you can. Success with 2 raises. Yes, you can. There's a lot of stuff concealed around his person. Various like bundles of telescoping flowers and seltzer bottles and things of that nature. But you can feel a rectangular book-like shape in a large pocket in his tailcoat. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I didn't announce a multi-action, so I think that's all I can do right now, right?
That is all you can do right now. Yeah.
Well.
Cool. Who was next? It was Daphne. Queen.
So I can't shoot him, but I could try and distract him in some way.
Can I mean, it's not a multi-action exactly, but can I sort of chickenily like
Book.
yeah, book, and
Book. Yes. All right. Very.
Yeah.
I Benny for that.
yeah,
Yeah. Of course.
book. Sort of gesture.
Great. I am going to try and distract him so that she can get the book out of his jacket. I'm going to try and rip his wig off.
Absolutely. Do me a fighting roll.
Okay. My fighting is not good, but
Well, his parry is not good. So.
that's a 4!
Explode. Roll again.
That's a 4!
Whoa!
That's a 2. And then do I roll? Do I need to roll?
You roll your
Try it,
D6
yeah.
to see how it goes.
One.
That's fine.
Okay, that is a success. I think I'm just gonna, I'm gonna let you grab his hair and yank it. So his entire toupee peels off off the top of his head, and he's instantly, his demeanor changes. He's he's thrashing around now and sort of trying to cover his hair, and he's the piped in audio is going whoa, whoa, and he's like, why did I record that reaction? And so he's sort of he's panicking and flailing around trying to cover his head at this point. Good. You have now a wig added to your inventory. Edie, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna try seeing his arms like this with my handcuffed hands and try and loop over the whole thing so that it's sort of around his neck and locking his arms up out of the way.
Cool. Do me a fighting roll.
Okay. Explode on that. Just I need to get. Yes. Okay, just a success. Yes.
Cool. Roll me a D4 and a D6.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 4 exploded. 7.
7. Yeah, for a 7, this works. So describe what happens.
So while he's like, no, Edie's just gonna kind of sidle up behind. And then weirdly enough, even though it's annoying, it's sort of given her a bit of extra length between her arms than if she just had her hands. Mm-hmm. So and she just to loop over and just eventually just just pull back. So he's off balance. Jacket is available and easier to get into.
Yeah, okay, he's struggling, but you have got him grabbed. Mm-hmm. Right. You're obviously closest to him as you're grappling, so just do me a notice roll.
Yes.
Success. Cool. Okay. You notice that he's doing something with his hands, and when you spot him doing that, he sort of stops and bristles. So I will now deal the initiative. Garnet on a 6, Daphne on a king, Edie on a 2, Redstone on a 2.
Ooh.
Okay, which means it's Daphne going first.
So should I try and get the book now? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna try and I chuck the wig and just try and dive in and grab the book off him.
Athletics roll.
Athletics. Okay, that's not good.
It's all right. D4. It's nothing. It explodes.
It explodes. 2.
Okay.
4 and a 2.
And then you can also roll your D6.
3.
Okay, so you've got a 6 altogether on that
6
one.
altogether.
Yeah.
6 or yep. That's fine. You lunge forward. Garnet, I presume you're directing to the book with your head.
Area.
So you're able to grab the book and kind of hoist it out of his pocket. He is struggling trying to get it back, but currently Edie has him restrained. Okay. That was your go. Garnet, you're next.
Okay, cool. He is flailing and bookless, and I would like to shoot him.
Yeah.
The face.
Okay.
Well, no, actually, that's a cool shot. I would like to shoot him generally.
Okay, cool. A reminder that Edie is sort of behind him, so.
I can sort of
Let's
be
go.
but.
All right, shoot him in the leg. No, leg seems.
Stab him. Long as
I
a
don't
knife.
have a knife.
Oh.
Would you believe I don't have a knife?
I've got one in my boot. Get it out of my boot.
Well, that would be a multi-action penalty.
Dang.
All right, just for caution's sake, I shoot him. It's going to have to be a cool shot, but I shoot him in the foot.
Okay.
Or the leg to incapacitate.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like Edie is behind that. You know?
Okay, cool. Do me a shooting roll.
Okay.
It's a cool
Yeah,
shot.
I'm dangling
It
off
is a
his
cool
shoulders.
shot. Yeah. It's a cool shot, so I have to reduce it.
You take a cool shot penalty. I believe it's -2.
-2. Okay. That's a 6. Okay, I'll go with a 7. So that's 1 success.
Okay, yeah. So that works. Roll me damage.
Yeah. Okay, 2d6 plus a 1. That is 9 points of damage
9
through
points
the
of
top
damage.
of his foot.
Yeah, you blow a hole in his spats. Bits of foot go everywhere. So are you still holding him up?
Yeah.
Okay, well, his foot goes out from under him, and now you are holding him up because.
Whoa.
But yeah, he is. He's not dead, but he is all but. He is shaken. He is on the brink of death at this point. So next up, it's Edie. It's your turn. Yes, Edie, it's your turn.
I'd just like to kick him real hard.
Okay.
Because I can't really do much, so I want to like keep hold of him.
But you could get him on his knees.
Yeah, like
the way he's going.
kick him in the back of the knee to kind of like buckle him.
Fighting roll, please.
Yes. So I need to do D4.
No, what have
Snake
I
eyes.
brought here today?
Yeah. Okay. So you go to kick him in the back, and you get a really like solid connection with the back of him, and he goes flying forwards and lands on the stage. And as you go over to sort of like deliver the coup de grace, it's a dummy. It's not there. Right.
But I was literally holding on to him.
A spotlight appears on the balcony. Behold, he says. And then he takes to the sky on his wires and he starts around the theater. No one can defeat the Great Redstone, he says.
Freaking wires!
Oh, is it wires? I didn't see this.
They're up there in the...
Okay, he is. He knows like he is in a bad way, so he zooms around. He lands back on the stage and he produces a flute from his
not the magic healing flute.
from his jacket. He starts. There's a basket on the stage, and he starts to play, and a rope starts to uncoil its way out of the basket, and the rope, magically, almost impossibly, it starts to rise straight up towards the rafters. And Redstone says, "Well, ladies, it's been a delight, but I'll have to be seeing you. Goodbye." And he starts to climb the rope. So that's the end of that turn. Okay, initiative. Garnet with an ace.
Nice.
Very nice. Daphne on a 4. Edie on a 9. And the Redstone is on a 5. So, Garnet, you are going first.
Okay. So he's climbing up this rope, is it?
He is.
Burn the rope.
Yeah, I don't even
from the top.
Yeah, I don't think the rope is magic because he doesn't have magic at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd like to burn the rope with magic.
Okay.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm going to cast Burst, my favorite,
Yeah.
on the rope. That is 1 success, and it's 3d6 worth of flamey damage. So that's
one of them exploded.
12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage.
Nice. Yeah. So the flame shoots up the rope. Redstone, he's maybe a third of the way up, and just like falls backwards off the rope. Falls maybe 12 feet onto the stage and lands directly on his back. He's like, he's rolling around, clutching his back. He does not look happy. Edie, it's your turn next.
Well, if he's on his back, he's sort of like stunned, I suppose, a bit shaken, perhaps. Maybe shaken, perhaps. We
who's to
don't know. Yeah, I'm going to walk up and just kick him in the head.
Fighting roll, please, at a -2.
Put the boot in.
Just see what I can do. No.
Okay, yeah, you take a swing at him, but he's sort of like rolling around, and he
So
rolls
much pain, yeah.
rolls out of the way, and you just like completely whiff it, like Charlie Brown with the football.
Yeah.
Okay, Redstone was on a 5. He's needs to unshake. Yep. So he sort of staggers to his feet, and is like, "What is the matter with you? Why couldn't you just be assistants? It's a great honor." All right.
Yeah, magic sucks.
Okay. He turns to look at you, and he's going to attempt to levitate you. Okay. Yeah. So he sort of holds his hands out, and you can feel like your feet start to move away from the stage, and you're hovering an inch above the above the floor. He's like, "It's very impressive. Be impressed by it."
Boo! I just start booing.
Okay, Daphne, it's your turn. I don't think being an inch off the floor is going to affect you really in any way.
Okay.
So you can just act.
Yeah, I'm going to use it to get a better shot at his head. Because now he's bald. And I'm in the sky and I've got a gun.
In the sky.
I'm in the sky.
Go for it. Do me a shooting roll.
Sky gun. Boom. That went badly. Benny.
Yeah.
Get him.
Get him.
6.
Yes.
Nice.
Again. 3.
Beautiful. Roll me damage.
Let's go. Come on, 4s. Let's get him. A 1 and a 4. Roll it again. A 2.
So, yeah, 7 altogether.
Great.
Very nice. Yeah, that'll do it. So, yeah, describe how you do this.
So I'm zoning in on his bald head, and I see one of the stage lights reflect off his head, and it gives me the perfect, almost like one of the sniper,
Like a sight, yeah.
sniper
Laser.
sight, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have this moment of like knowing I'm gonna hit the target, and I shoot, and I watch his head explode.
Just, yeah, you dome him from an inch off the ground. Bullet just passes straight through his head, and as if taking his final bow, the Great Redstone falls forward face first and slams onto the stage dead.
And probably as he goes down, I go down as well. But I sort of do it in a very...
Just
set back on the stage, yes. The tiger, confused, just sort of wanders off.
See ya.
You know what's going on. But yes, congratulations. The Great Redstone is dead.
so good.
You have the book. You know the way that you came in. You're able to leave via the route that Pevensey.
Yeah, clear that up first, Pevensey.
Actually,
Imagining he's somewhere.
Oh, master.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the only man I ever loved.
Says as he runs to the Redstone side. No! Why? Says Pevensey.
Well, he killed a lot of people.
Yes, I suppose he did.
Are
Oh,
you in on this? I'm going to have to tell the police about this.
I had no idea.
If you're sure.
Who is the Great Redstone? Where am I? What is this?
yeah, I'd like to go to the front door and go, is there a police officer anywhere? Or any kind of detective?
It's 3 a.m.
Okay.
No.
No.
But yes, the topiary animals all seem to be in different arrangements as you leave. That's probably fine, nothing to worry about. And yeah, you stand in the street. There won't be a streetcar for a while, but I'm sure you can walk your way back into town. You have found out what happened to your sister. You have the book. Congratulations. Well done, everyone.
Yay!
Well, thank you so much for watching this episode of Oxventure Presents Deadlands. If you'd like more Deadlands, then you can head on over to patreon.com/OXClub, where you can check out the Deadlands Epitaph for all the behind-the-scenes info on this episode and the rest of this series. Thank you so much to Tilly for coming and joining us today. Where can people find you if they want to see more of your work?
I'm on the Instagram at Tilsty, on the Bad Place at Tilly Steele, and you can see me on No Rolls Barred or Chaotic Neutral if that's your bag.
Check them out. There'll be links in the description of this video. But we will see you next time for more Deadlands. Thank you so much for watching.
Pew, pew, pew.